Motorhead Garage, presented by DragonFireTools.com, is brought to you by RockAuto.com. All the parts your car will ever need. Campbell'sCustomCare.com, home of the Don Detail Spray. And by PaintedAutoBodyParts.com, the leading U.S. auto body parts online store.
This is Motorhead Garage, presented by DragonFireTools.com. Now, we've got this Tesla in here. You're looking at the world's cleanest wheel right there. And that's because Sky's the Limit Car Care, and Corey took care of it for us a few minutes ago. Now, if you're looking for high-quality car care products and an easy way to do it, Sky's the Limit is the answer to everything. Corey, you guys are the one-stop shop for all things car care.
Absolutely.
What can we find on your website?
Pretty much everything you need, from washing to protecting to maintaining the vehicle.
Gotcha. And stuff you brought here today, some of the tools and some of the chemicals you need to clean a wheel in particular. But again, you guys can cover the car from stem to stern. But here, this is a bucket. I know you're saying it's just a bucket, but this is not just a bucket. Tell me what makes this special.
The best thing about this bucket is that it has the Detailing Outlaws Buckenizer on it. It's basically a bucket organizer. The company that makes this, Detailing Outlaws, they are based in Germany. They make everything in Germany. They care so much about not outsourcing to places that don't care so much about human rights and how people are treated, that they even made the cast itself in Germany at great expense. Obviously, you could make that much cheaper in some other countries, but they care a lot about that. The cool thing about the Buckenizer is that it's got two tracks on here, so you can snap it onto a regular bucket or this special bucket that has this grit guard seal on it, so that you just pop on like that and this won't come off. It does the same thing with a regular bucket. To snap it off, you just pop it that way. Another cool trick is, a lot of people out there that really care about detailing their cars, they're probably very familiar with the grit guard in the bottom there and the grit guard washboard. So when they were creating the Detailing Outlaws Buckenizer, they made it the right size to where you could fit it right there in the bucket for mobile detailers, for guys that are on the go, so they can fit everything right in there. And then when you're going to utilize this during your wheel cleaning or whatever you want to use your Buckenizer for, you can put all your tools in here. It's got drain holes on the bottom, so everything drains out. And the great thing about this is, the worst thing you can do is be dipping your hands in the bucket here and getting chemicals and everything on your hands. But with the bucket organizer, you can see everything there. It drains out, you can keep it clean.
And let's talk about the tools here. Now, this glove is different from most I've seen. It's got the thumb in it.
Yes. This is from a company called Microfiber Madness, made by the same gentleman that makes the Detailing Outlaws Buckenizer, my buddy Thomas in Germany. Same thing with the Microfiber Madness products that he makes. These are all 100% made in Germany, and the cool thing about this fabric is it rinses out really easy. So most microfiber, when you go to rinse it out, it doesn't rinse out so easy. It gets knotted up a lot easier. The great thing about this one is, like you said, the thumb. You can just wrap that thumb right around the rim and get all up inside the wheel a lot easier. And then they even thought of making it ambidextrous, because obviously some people are left-handed.
And you've done the same thing with this brush. First of all, I'm noticing the thumb guard here, which I really appreciate. I've gotten bloody knuckles doing wheels so many times.
So yeah, especially the professional detailers appreciate that, because they're hitting those rims all day long. You know, it's got a great handle on it, so when it gets slippery, your hand doesn't slip off of this while you're trying to clean the barrels. And kind of the main point of this brush is to get inside of the barrels. As you know, most people don't really get into the barrels. It's hard to get in there with a wash mitt. Most brushes that are intended to get in the wheel barrels have like nylon bristles or bristles that'll scratch the rim. And there's really nothing else out there that is nearly as safe as this product is for cleaning the barrels without any scratches. The great thing about Microfiber Madness Incredibrush is that you have a removable cover here. It's not going to be the cheapest product in the world, because it's not the cheapest product in the world. It's very well made. It's high quality. It's 100% stainless steel in here, so it's never going to rust or break. And then you have this replaceable cover.
I notice it's flat. That enables you to get in some of the narrow spaces.
Exactly. You can get right between the rotor and the rim. You can throw this in the washing machine, so it's removable, replaceable, rewashable if you're just taking care of your own car. The cover itself will probably last you a good 2-3 years, but when it does wear down, whenever that is, you can just take that off and put a new one on, you know, just buy the cover itself and replace it.
Cool. The tools are amazing. Quickly, let's talk about the two chemicals you used on the wheels.
So the first chemical we used was Tuga Wheel Cleaner. This is a great wheel cleaner for pretty much any situation. If you had some really heavy tar buildup, then there might be times when you use like a solvent or something, but the great thing about this one is it's acid-free. So usually if you have a lot of filth and brake dust and stuff that's really bonded on there, you need an acid to clean it, but most people shouldn't be using an acid on their wheels. It's really can be dangerous. You can damage the finish, and it's not great. So In this case, you have a pH neutral one, but it still cleans like it's almost like an acid cleaner. So it's really, really effective, but it's really, really safe as well. It's got a nice gel-like formula to it, so it kind of sticks to the wheel. You just spray it on there and then let it sit for a minute and wash right off.
And what'd you use for the finish there?
So this is the sealant. Normally, if you were going to really seal a wheel up or wax a wheel, to really get everywhere, you have to remove it from the car, and so you can get all up into that barrel. If you don't do that and you kind of just want to do a half and half job, then you're going to have to stick your hand all up into awkward places. In some rims, you have tons of spokes. You might have thousands of, the little spokes, or you might have real tight spaces between the spokes. And in that case, you're going to have to try to get all up in there with your hands. You could take 20, 30 minutes trying to wax that one wheel and not do a good job. But with the Hydro 2 from CarPro, you literally just spray a few sprays, and it's basically you're adding 5 to 10 seconds to what you just spent washing your wheel, and now it's sealed. It beads up great. It's really glossy, it's highly durable, and it all happens in just a few seconds, and then you don't have to do it again for a few months.
Nothing but the highest quality products on SkyCarCare.com. You can find all this and a whole lot more if you just dial them up on the old web. We'll be right back with more Motorhead Garage presented by DragonFireTools.com, so keep it right here.